close this a little. Yeah, so.
Right. So when the 10 seconds is up, we will hear a bell, a ding. That's indicate that your 10 seconds is up. Right? So remember that even though you have questions sent to you, I can throw some things at you that is not on your paper. We have food challenge quiz. Alright. So David, the head and the tail, and anchovy. One will go first, and then we'll go over to Theodore. Alright? So I want no prompting from anybody in the audience. I want absolute silence as much as we possibly can. Apart from those who are doing the live on the back where they have to be using some other gadgets. So anchovy, this is your question. What is the main ingredient used in this?
Shellfish.
Right, correct. Theodore, the first question. What is the name of a pear soup?
Consuming.
Okay, it's consuming. Right? Anchovy. Which island can you associate doubles to? Which island you can associate doubles? Theodore, would you like to answer the question? Correct. Question will go now to Theodore. Theodore, what is the main ingredient used in Caesar salad?
Romeo lettuce.
Right, correct. Anchovy? Anchovy, this is your question. Which sauce use egg yolk, butter, and lime juice? Okay, bolognese sauce. Very good. This is the easy one for Theodore. Which pastry used to do eclairs? Chalk pastry? Which pastry? Chalk pastry? Okay, the shoe, C-H-O-U-X. That's correct. Over to anchovy. Which ingredient is structured to the cake? Okay, that's correct. Theodore, this is your question. You're going to answer true or false for this one. Is mise en place putting away stuff?
False.
Okay, correct. Anchovy, this is your question. The fine, thin strips of carrot, what name is given to that?
Julian.
Okay, correct. Over to you, Theodore. Which is the main ingredient used in making Jamaican sorrel?
Ginger.
Okay, correct. Anchovy. Who brought breadfruit to Jamaica?
The Spanish.
Incorrect. Theodore.
British.
Incorrect also.
African.
Breadfruit was brought to Jamaica from Africa by Captain Black. Question would go to Angela.
No.
Which sweet treat is used in Jamaican Easter celebration?
Easter bun.
Correct. What if you didn't get it to see? All right. Theodore. Remember, this is the elimination round. Theodore, what's the main purpose of putting croutons on your salad?
To add a crunchy texture.
Okay, correct. Anchovy. This is last question for anchovy, and will be the last one for Theodore. What's the main ingredient in Jamaican beef? Oh, sorry, not that question. Anchovy, this one is for you. What's the main ingredient used in the bechamel sauce? The main thickening ingredient is incorrect. The main thickening ingredients used in bechamel sauce. Theodore?
Roux.
Yes, the roux is the thickening agent. Put your hands together for these two teams.
No, Theodore have one more question. They have one more question. Theodore.
Oh, Theodore didn't get it? Okay, awesome. Sorry, Theodore. Okay. They cry out for their... All right, Theodore, this is your question. What main ingredient is used to make ranch dressing?
Buttermilk.
Okay, correct. They are so correct. I put your hands together for them, and we will just take a minute break to get the scores for these two teams. Remember, this elimination, we have two more teams to come. They get a point each. Alright, so I'm going to be telling of the point section that as soon as my score team will indicate to me what the scores are, and then we go to small buzzer section. Alright, so we have Angela 5 and Theodore 9 points.
Wow.
Now for this section, you will be given a question. We're going to a mini buzzer section. So you get 1 point for correct answer, and you're deducted 1 point if your answer is incorrect. So 1 point for correct answer, and 1 point for incorrect answer. Right, are we ready? So when the question is asked, you press on the buzzer, you wait to be acknowledged, then you will answer. Here goes. What is Patty the distinctive yellow color?
Turmeric.
Right, turmeric, that's
Yeah, but wait, could be a bit.
okay. Question. All right. When cooking corn and it develops a dark color, what is it called? When cooking corn or roasting corn or sauteing corn, it develops a brown color, what is that called? Right, it's called caramelization.
Yeah, but I said, sugar, but I never say sugar and caramel. I get it out soon.
Question. Slow cooking meat in a small amount of water wrapped in a mesh is called poaching. I told you your food challenge quiz. You're listening for all the questions that you get, but you need to listen carefully because the question will not ask as you get them on the paper. But if you're poaching, it's in small amount of water, whether you're wrapped in a mesh or you poach the egg, it's in very small amount of water. Right? Who first brought sugar cane to Jamaica?
Spanish.
Okay. Right, and we'll two more questions and then how do you check doneness of cake? Anchovy?
Insert a toothpick.
That answer is incorrect, anchovy. You insert a toothpick, and when you take that toothpick out and it's clean, then it is done. Because inserting doesn't tell you of it all. All right, put your hands together for the two teams. so Angela with 5 and Theodore with 10. Put your hands together. So Theodore will move on to the next round. All right, thank you so much, teams. Let's hear it for the teams.
Captain Shaker.
Angela and Theodore. With Theodore moving on to the next round. That's going to be interesting. So after we hear the other team later on, the winner from that team will go up against Theodore. And that should be the finals, right, Jerry? That's well, the two, yes. That's when the two winners meet. All right. Put your hands together for those persons who made themselves available for the food challenge quiz. Ms. Jerry, how did you come up with that idea though? Well, I should say that I give credit to one of my colleagues, David Reed. He spoke about it, and Chef and I, Chef Brown and I, we started to say yes, we will start the ball rolling, putting the questions together, short time. So we sent out the questions after the workshop for those interested schools. So the questions were sent to them and they studied the questions. So here we are now. So come next year, we are going to start with it earlier. We were going to do some early elimination. You may not get the question like you get it now, but because of the short time, I did what I did. But for next time, the broad area, you get the broad area and then you don't know what the questions will be. But for this year, I have to start on sort of a strong foot so they can feel a little bit of comfort knowing that it's short, but yet they deliver. And thank you so much for those who came on board and to be a part of this week. So come next year, it's going to be here for next year. And I think maybe it will be bigger because my ED, he liked the idea. So let's see where it goes from there for next year. All right, Start Inclusive, you are still going to be a part of it? All right, so I know I have two schools, that's Mannings and Sub Inclusive. So I just have to wait. Sub Inclusive, they are finishing up at the back. So I'm going to wait on them to come to do the elimination and then we'll get the finals going a little later. Thanks so much again, and remember, we are having fun and we are learning from each other, right? All right, back to you, Madam MC.
Thank you, Ms. Jerry. This is really an awesome idea, and it has really brought a difference to today's activities. I like it, and I know next year it will be bigger and certainly better. We want to thank the scorer, and we want to thank the timekeeper, the lady who pressed the, did you get a chance to press the bell though? Okay. Thank you so much, and we look forward to the next round and to the finals later on in the afternoon. We're having an interesting day here lined up. I tell you again, if you want to play an outdoor game, just go on the outside. There's Ludo and there's Jacks happening on the outside. If you don't know what Jacks is, you can go and learn. There are persons willing to help you, and I was really happy when I saw some school children playing Ludo and Jacks. We're bringing back some of the traditional games. And just a way of having fun, For those of you who are here with your recipes and your dishes, we thank you so much. And of course, we want to give a rousing round of applause for the teachers, the leaders of those persons who are here today. It really takes a lot of planning, a lot of preparation, and we appreciate it, and we thank you ever so much. We continue. What is happening on the floor, that will continue. Coming up soon, we should be having another performance on stage. And of course, as the evening or the afternoon winds down, we are going to be having presentation of awards, medals, and merits. Want to put your hands together for the parishes for this Western region, talking about Culinary, Hanover, St. James, and Western. Let's hear it, man. Don't feel with the hand clap. Just one clap and feel good. Do you know that clapping helps your body? When you clap, it really helps you to have circulation of the blood, and it also gives you a feel good. You feel good when you clap. So that is why a lot of clapping happens in church, and you realize when people are clapping and singing, they are really enjoying themselves because it makes your body feel good. So when I ask you to clap, it is something that will also help you feel good. It will help your body. It will help the veins in your fingers, and what do you call them now? The energy points, something to that effect. Thank you so much for being here and for always making it possible for us to have our culinary arts finals. Are we going to get some music?
Stop it. It's only up to you. Stop it.